Welcome back, everybody, to Crusader Kings 2. Good news is that the Game of Thrones mod is a little bit more stable now. The bad news is it's far from perfect, but I think we're back to being at least a playable level. Everything I fixed, another couple of things also ended up breaking as well. I've actually stripped out some of the mods we were using in it. You'll sort of see maybe some differences we play through here, but I mean, there's nothing major. There is going to be some variation. So, for example, I had to redo all of the bloodlines, so those might be slightly different here. But things were a little bit broken here and there with the advanced bloodlines mod. There was some other stuff as well, but besides that, I think we're in a good situation to actually carry on with things. So yesterday, a lot of people, or on the last episode I should say, a lot of people were asking for the same thing. Let's get back to the invasion Casus Belli. So what I've done is I've added that to the Bloodline and the Hammer of Justice. I thought that made perfect sense that the guy who was, this extremely aggressive defender of the old gods, known for his martial leadership and his sort of unyielding ways, who apparently defeated 8 Andal Kings, whatever else, or was eventually defeated by 8 Andal Kings combined. I thought he made perfect sense for the character to give the invasion bloodline too. Plus, we've also got certain limitations on this bloodline. So to use this bloodline, you have to be brave. We've got another bloodline that can eventually give you brave if you don't have it already. So there is sort of a time limit on it. Even if each character gets that invasion Casus Belli, there is still sort of a time limit on it. So it's not going to be super OP. However, to balance it out somewhat so that we aren't just getting this kind of powerful, Casus Belli straight off the bat here, I've disallowed the Blood of King Salt. So, technically, because he was a different religion when we founded the bloodline, we can't use it. I didn't think it would be good to actually give it back to this character. Like I said, I had to redo all the bloodlines. I thought I'd leave that one restricted. So, it doesn't really make too much sense that this is just a base game mechanic, that if you reform a religious-based bloodline as a character of a different religion, then reform that religion, you sort of lose it, which, again, in my opinion, doesn't make much sense. But hey, I mean, I thought I'd keep that restricted. But to make up for the fact we're losing that bloodline, we gained that invasion once per lifetime, which kind of makes sense thematically. I think we should have had it from the get-go here, but it gives us means to hopefully make some really good inroads here. It's still going to be very difficult, obviously, if we use the invasion Casus Belli against the Reach. Every Andal in the whole of Westeros is going to attack us, and we'd have to deal with the Reach anyway, who are already very, very powerful. 44,000 men. They can almost match us blow for blow. Bear in mind, they do have that advanced Andal technology and whatever else. So, the question is, where do we use our first invasion? I think that Mountain of the Vale would make the most sense, right? They've been a thorn on our side this entire goddamn campaign. We've already grabbed a decent chunk of the eastern part anyway. Just tidying this up would make our borders nicer, and we haven't really got to worry about an enemy within to some extent there. So, might go for that one as soon as possible. The other thing I want to do as well, I did crunch the numbers on these points as well, these additional buildings. It would be worthwhile us just building one of each base level in every single tower. That's going to give us quite a big proportional advantage there, rather than upgrading it all in the capital. Because like I said, if we go for, say, heavy cavalry plus 50%, the other ones at the highest level give heavy cavalry minus 10%. So we're actually only getting 10% overall anyway, so there's no point upgrading them all, right? Plus, I think you also get a stacking tax malus. My god, the music got very spooky, didn't it? Normally, I skip over the Game of Thrones music. This is something I wanted to point out, because people ask, why is the music different in this one? I've actually disabled or I should say, re-enabled the base game music for the Game of Thrones mod, because normally the Game of Thrones music comes in absolutely booming, so I didn't want to have to, edit around it in videos, but fuck it, we'll leave it on for now. It's kind of cool. I feel like it's kind of appropriate, given the face of this man we've got right now, given his martial, his personal combat and everything. Why not have some spooky music going on here? So I'm going to build all of the other combat grounds here to get as many bonuses as possible. Oh, there's 6? What did I miss on this one? Jousting Apede. Right, okay, there we go. So we've got heavy infantry plus 10%. We've got light cavalry, light infantry, archers, everything plus 10% from... Now, how many points is that per... We've only got 138 glory. I think it's 100 per... Oh, that's it. We can't build them anymore. What is it? 250. So we need to go and do a bunch of bounty boards. We need to complete a bunch of missions for the Berserkers, win a bunch of duels. Eventually, we might even be able to build up this Grand Champion. How do we... Oh, set up a championship. Lets you right-click on your province holdings to upgrade a rank 2 tournament to a rank 3 championship. There can only be one championship per holding. Wow. Why don't we give that a go, then? That sounds fairly special. I actually didn't take that one into account. I didn't know that. I thought that was some sort of, tournament-based thing, event thing. We might have to see what that does for us, then. So I guess we could, upgrade. What have we got the most of in terms of troop counts right now, personal levy-wise? We've got a lot of heavy infantry. So why don't we upgrade our capital in the God's Fort here to... the level 3, I assume that's the arena or something like that. Oh, that's light infantry. Melee? Yeah, heavy infantry. Right, so as it says there, overshadowing other units. So we'd start to downgrade all our other units, but this one would be the most powerful one. I think we'll give that a go. We'll see what that Grand Championship does. Maybe that would give us more heavy infantry relative to the other ones, so it wouldn't quite cancel out, but it would give us at least some bonus there. All right, cool. We need to let some time to it then, so that we can... Are we on a funeral? Oh, we've got enough money to do it. I don't know why I'm concerned. And in fact, why don't we spend some money back on the capital then? If we're going invasion mode, we need to go full military mode right now. We need to absolutely, I mean, sort of mobilize the troops to some extent, huh? Let's make sure that we've got all of our levies reinforced. Let's make sure we've got all of the bonuses we can get. Because I think we had some, was it some morale bonuses from one of the buildings here? Oh, shit, look at that. Jewel Academy. Oh, yeah, I remember now. The Jewel Academies, right. So we started building them, I think, and we didn't quite finishing them all off. I think we built one. Oh, my God, did we not build one here either? Maybe we only built in the first 2 towers. Wait, did we not build any? Maybe that's where the game crashed. I don't remember. This is massive. Holy shit. Okay, so that gives 30% to level reinforcement rate, plus your heavy infantry, plus some heavy cavalry as well. That's a... Oh, no, has it crashed again? Yikes. So much for everything I said earlier then, huh? I've decided it's not really in the spirit of things to try and kidnap Prince Landmud and kill him off, is it? It just doesn't... I know our guy's a Kinslayer. He's you know, deceitful, ambitious. He's all of these things that might make him want to get rid of this kid, you know, sort of Randall Tarley style. I'm sure we could just send him to the old gods. If he's greater than 10, that's fine. We could just banish him off. So it's not much of a loss. Then we can end up playing a Silt instead, who's a prodigy. I want to educate this girl. I think she could lead this round to greatness. I don't think we've ever had a prodigy character before, have we? What am I trying to do here? No, we need to go to us and then... God, I hate this. So garbage, isn't it? Assign Guardian. Let's go... Who was she again? No, we need to... What? Am I going insane? I feel like I'm going insane a little bit here. I've forgotten how to educate kids, apparently, in Game of Thrones. Right, let's try... There we go. Okay. Right, where are we? We have got to be... Oh, my God, there's someone better than us at Marshalling Court. Oh, it is our Marshal. That makes a lot of sense. Obviously, probably not better in postal combat. There we go. Okay. So we're going to turn her into a bit of a fighting dreamer. Can we do anything else with her here? We could have a Master Arms, I guess, train children. 27% chance yearly. And that's based on his own personal combat, which is... He's a formidable fighter in 131, so fine. It's probably the best we've got. Between him and us, I think that girl might end up being also a formidable fighter if we get lucky with things. Whoa, what? Oh my God, this is... Hang on, Claw Isle. Is Claw Isle not... Is that not this one? Oh, it's a ruin. Wow, interesting. So we can colonize Claw Isle. We can colonize Antarionos. That's in Bravos, isn't it? Theranos? Antarianos. Yeah. What? Wait, what? Am I going nuts? Andal Coast? There's a man wearing a mask under his helmet. That's incredible. I love that. So we could actually... Oh, right, because of course we have a sea crossing over there because we took this province. So you can colonize within 2 sea provinces. So obviously the coast of the Vale and then Bravorosian coast, and then that's it. So we could potentially start colonizing over on Essos. Because bear in mind, to win the campaign, our sort of win condition here, was, before it disappeared, subjugate the Andals? Where's that gone these days? I'll find it in a minute. It doesn't matter too much. Is obviously to subjugate the Andals, which we need all of de jure Andalos for, which right now is mostly under the control of North. We will have to go to war with Valyria with, like, 2 provinces there. But this could be pretty good. Now, we can't colonize. A lot of people were saying colonize Bravos. We actually can't colonize Bravos because it has something called mysterious activity. If we try and colonize it, it will just say you can't because there is mysterious activity there. But there's no reason we couldn't grab some of this other stuff. It is 1,000 gold, though. See if we can finally stamp out House Tully then. Why not? We've got these plots, so we might as well try and pursue it to some extent. Let's get you over there suppressing revolts. Let's let a little bit of time tick so they can recalculate. What? I don't like that a random courtier can piss off and marry whoever the hell they feel like and make us lose 400 prestige with nothing we can do about it. It doesn't make any sense. 39%. Oh, yikes. I mean, it would flush out all of our traitorous vassals in one war. Oh, but she actually just surrendered anyway. Should we just execute it? Be done with it. Change fear by 10. Oh my God, we actually can. We don't have to call her for trial. We could visit. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. I think we'll just stick with the execute. Beheaded, hanged. What have we got? Anything a bit more? No, is it just beheaded or hanged? Let's have that hanged. Let's make it a public affair. Boom. Such is the end of House Tully, although I'm pretty sure we've extincted House Tully many times before, and they've always legitimized themselves again. So, fingers crossed that's the end of it. Finally, the feud with House Tully is over. We were feuding with another house, weren't we? Show blood feuds. Is there... Oh, the other house that we were in blood feud with is also dead. Fantastic. Well done, team. Finally, we've brought peace to the realm. Riverrun shall revert to the High Priest. That's us, right? Or his widow can claim it. Brindlewood, man. Oh, he's a first man? Can we do my religious conversion first? Maybe. Let's send him a gift first. Let's let him have it. And then he'll like us. And then we demand religious conversion. Then he's got to say yes, right? Boom. Look at that. Not only have we weeded out the traitorous House Tully, but now we have ourselves an incredibly loyal first man vassal instead. He's got a lot of land. I don't like that. Shit, he's got a lot of land. Okay, well, he's a very powerful vassal. And I'm glad we've got him on side. But damn, that's a bit worrying. Damn, I'm actually really surprised that any of these masters training us can give us anything bonus. So there's a 50% chance we lose Cruel, which would be incredible. Wait, we don't even have Cruel. We don't have Cruel. One-handed, brave, erudite, ambitious, deceitful, gregarious, slothful, mystic. We don't have cruel. Okay, 50% chance, I assume, of absolutely nothing happening, or 50% chance of getting dual experience giving us another 5 personal combat. Instead, nothing happened. Are you kidding me? That was like a year's worth of training, and we got nothing from it. Absolutely fantastic. That's incredible. Right, let's go and hunt this guy then, just to make up for it. Just get out of here. Just get out of here. Give us that more glory, my boy. I assume that's just an instant modifier, though, isn't it? Because, of course, it's just a... Right, okay, so that's just a flat 10% bonus. I don't think we have to wait for the reinforcement or anything either. Very nice. Okay, cool. So that's all we can really do right now. Still a little bit more time until our truce is done. Obviously, it's taken quite a long time to get there, real-life hours here. I just want to make sure everything's... Oh, shit, we lost our... Damn, we lost our good master at arms. Okay, let's see if we can find someone who's a good fighter then to try and train our daughter into a good fighter as well. So I'm going to go for mid-able fighter. Let's go join corps preferably. And someone who's also got high martial. This guy do. Ronald, Master at Arms at Night Song. Look at him. Giant, formidable fighter. Only a dutiful commander, but he's got the martial to make up for it. So you know what? Welcome aboard. Another challenger. I wonder if maybe because our personal combat is so high, they're refusing to challenge us. So this is only the... if we have a look here, you've defeated 1 pretender out of the required 10. That's unreal. Maybe the society just doesn't have many members? No, it has a fair amount of members. Not a huge amount, but a decent amount. Probably because everyone's dying before they actually get up to the highest ranks. Fine. Skip the dual engine. Let's just take him down, which we absolutely will, of course. So if we manage to defeat all 10 pretenders in a row, that's 2 out of 10 right now, then we'll get ourselves a fancy bloodline, give some more personal combat, gives us easier access to the society as well. So that's 3 of our towers fully upgraded. It's just the Tower of Dread now to get those modifiers on as well, and we've got basically the strongest army I think we can muster right now. Oh, nice. Look at that. We've lost the trait wounded and we've gained... It's probably because where I've been going to the barber surgeon all the time, huh? We are now horrifically scarred. I think we got less scarred, actually, from that. Might have just been where we've wounded. 401 personal combat. Incredible. Dual experience plus 280 Valyrian steel armor. We've got... What's bear plus... Oh, that's our rank, isn't it? I thought we were a bear, or we had a pet bear or something like that for a second. Horrifically scarred gives another plus 10. Oh, guys, it's just insane. It's just insane. I never thought we would live long enough to see a character get to this high personal combat, given, you know, all of our previous attempts at doing that. It just goes to show it is very much high risk, high reward, this society, and I do like the balancing, especially now that you can disable just being killed instantly, because obviously, you know, the way it was before, we were getting a lot of characters trying to join the society. Obviously, they had low personal combat, getting defeated in the first few draws and just dying dead, and then having to start again from fresh. But this way, you know, you can sort of reanalyze it and just be like, look, maybe I shouldn't stick with the society because we're just getting our ass handed to us, especially for us when we're building up these characters and trying to, you know, build a little story for them as well there. I think it's in a really, really good place right now, this mod. I really enjoy it. Okay. Besides that, though, I think we can't really do much else. So now, I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to wait for this Casus Belli, which is like 3 more months to be available to us. Goodbye the rich. Oh, what about our... Let's check our mercenary ranks very quickly, just make sure they're all reinforced as well. Might be worth waiting a little bit longer for those guys to... Oh, yikes. Okay, never mind then. 190... What happened? I know we have them raised for quite a long time, but they still should have been reinforcing. I've absolutely no idea. We could take on a squire. Can we take on our daughter? No, I guess they have to be above the age of 6, so our son is 7, daughter is 3, so we need a couple more years, and then we can send him off to go and train with the priest, send to the Godswood of the Old Gods. That sounds quite fun. Eventually become a priest. You might do something useful there as well for us. I'm not entirely sure if that gives us any unique events, maybe, by giving our son to the Old Gods. Not entirely sure. I've been trying to do this a lot as well. Let's say that you'll marry him off to someone nice, because it does gain a little bit of opinion there too. Let's see if he'll convert. If not, he doesn't get married. Yep. No. Oh, he actually did convert. Oh, shit. What? Nice work. So another Andal converted over. Well done, team. That's it. We're beating them from the inside here. Here you go. Who should we marry him off to now? My good friend... Kalena. She's a lovely lady, and you will find extreme happiness. We converted him, and we agreed to... Why did he gain less opinion? Oh, demanded conversion is minus 30. Obviously, in the base game, normally when you convert people, you gain points back, because then you lose sort of like the heretic malice or wrong religion or whatever else that they've got going on there. It's very weird. Okay, we're ready to go. We're absolutely ready to go. Why? Can't invade, though. Why? Am I going crazy? Can use the invasion once per lifetime. Okay. We definitely have not used it this lifetime. That's very peculiar. Thank you. Fucking Game of Thrones mod. Honestly, every time I think we're gonna start making some... Nope. All right. Let me go see what else the problem with that is. Once again, Mr. Streamer saved it. Like I said, everything I fix, it's like another 3 things break. So I've re-added back the Andal button to be able to subjugate the Andals, and now invasions are working again, thank God. So we can click. It's only a Dutch invasion, but like I said, it does add a little bit of difficulty as well to some extent. That with the invasions, as long as you invade, I'm sure you guys know, but I'll just explain for those who don't. With invasions, you target a particular title. So, for example, this one, you'd be targeting Northweald. If we get 100% war score, we'll take Northweald, but anything else we've sieged down as well. So, ideally, we want to siege down every province in the Eyrie, even though we're only going for the Northweald, if that makes sense, because then we get everything. Now, the more we siege down, so if we also siege the subholdings, we get those as well. So if we just siege the top level, Strongsong, for example, we get Strongsong, but the 3 vassals under that will still remain who they are now. So it'll still be Edison and Mathos and his good friend Joffrey. I'm Brother Joffrey. So what we want to do is try and siege down everything completely. That will completely remove the Andals. And speaking of which, how far are we to Andals to successfully reduce their... okay, cool. We just need to control Andalos, really. Maybe we should go for that colonization then. Whoa, Valyria getting their arse handed to them. Lord Freeholder's war for the claim on Akos Dane. And... what is that? Defending against the capable and revolt against... Oh, this is interesting. Valyria actually might be splintering. I mean, look at the amount of land that they've... I don't know if they've lost this or whether they're still in the Mega War. We'll have to wait and see some stability there before we can work it out. That's very interesting. That could be massive. If Valyria are finally starting to collapse, I mean, technically the Doom should have happened by now, as far as I recall, because Bravo should have been founded quite a while ago, but hey, that's cool. That's kind of nice to see that they're all falling apart there. Oh my god, the Basilisk Isles exist, despite the fact that we've removed the Basilisk Isles from the map. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, let's get to this invasion then. Declare war and invasion of, let's go for the Giant's Lance's capital. Boom. The rivers and the hills and the neck of the north is at the state of the war against the mountain and the vale. Incredible. Tell me, how does civil wars work? Please tell me, because every time I think I've worked it out, they do something completely unexpected. Everybody's independent now. All right, let's do it, team. So we're going to get all of these. Are they going to be able to call people in? That's the real question. Because if they can, we are going to be in a serious amount of trouble. Because not only are we fighting the Mountain of the Vale, we'll be fighting Dawn. At least we've picked a good time. You know, the Reach is in a big rebellion right now. We've got Mandeville versus the rest of it. So that was probably a good time to be pushing for this right now. Fingers crossed it maintains that way for a while. Oh, shit, I forgot we had provinces in the Reach. We should drop these troops. Oh, they're moving a lot. Shit, those guys are dead. Sorry, friends. Oh, there we go. Iron Islands have agreed to join a coalition against our aggression, and they also seem to be in a civil war right there. Oh, this could be good. This could be okay. I'll just invite that random man to my court. Normally, I don't do that, but hey-ho, welcome. More the merrier at this point. Pick up a shovel, my friend. You're being drafted. And if there's any war we want our character on the vanguard, it's going to be this one. It's absolutely going to be this one. Man, you're on the center. Let's get Raymond and his good friend Oliver. Let's go. So that's 18,000. We are attacking into mountains here. We're playing on very hard, so be a little bit careful. Those troops are obviously dead as dicks. Oh, no. 271 personal combat. Granted, I mean, normally that would be horrifying, but we've got 406. I think we should be good. Nice work. Okay, well done. Oh, have we been injured or anything? Nothing. Bruised legs, bruised head. Besides that, absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about there. Okay, this is going to be a pretty complex war, I think. We're going to have to be very, very careful. We're going to have to watch our flanks. The Ironborn, they could literally attack from anywhere, obviously. Order them seized, whatever. I don't want to lose any more prestige. Thank you to random marriages here and there. Should we start sieging just everywhere? Split these troops up and carpet siege and head north? I'm not entirely sure. Written request, granted, put them into house arrest. Okay, so let's split these troops up then a little bit, just to also avoid some attrition would help out quite a lot. Currently in search of an instructed. Help me in combat. No. Look elsewhere. We're busy. So we've got 4 separate armies right now. We've got the sort of vanguard here, which we'll put ourselves on, seeing as they will have to cross through. If they want to send any troops out of the Vale, they have to cross through this province. So let's put us and our best commanders on this one. Obviously starting the siege there. We've got those guys in Crabshaw. We've got 2 armies also heading up from Emmons Rest, one going to Wickenham, one going to 9 Stars. Then the troops coming down from the north, I've told to come and take this passage here. That way we've got all of their troops locked into the Mountain of Vale, unless they want to get some boats. But even then, I mean, they've lost the fingers. We've got most of their coastal lands anyway. There's very few provinces that they've almost certainly can't provide enough boats to cover their troop count. Let's just double check. They actually can't. I was right. All my random making shit up has actually come true. I think we're going to leave that, even though it's a bit risky, even though we're playing on very hard, that gives them like 25% bonus to morale. Us on the center, these are the troops as well. Let's make sure that we are auto-balanced there. There's very few troops in it anyway, plus we've got the mountains. Light infantry, heavy infantry gets so many ridiculous bonuses in Game of Thrones 1. I think we've got this. And they didn't even send commanders. Why not just give us the Vale at this stage? Shitty commanders trying to attack us. Mountain and the 7 Stars. These are normally pretty decent commanders. This guy's not in this scenario, so I'm not going to bother with it. Could have gone for the... Wait, that's just tech points, though, isn't it? Tech points is no use. Do we want to chase the armies down and let someone else carry on with this siege? No, No, you know what? Let's sit here. Let's make sure that we've grabbed this one, because that'll give us a nice little buffer there. Already 35%, but again, if we get up to 100% and push it, we only gain what we've sieged and the Eyrie. So we automatically gain these three, because they're the war goal. Anything else sieged after that, I think we'll be a bit patient with this one. I'll try and get as much as I possibly can, unless he starts calling in the Reach, unless he starts calling the Stormlands and Dawn and everything else as well. That stage, we want to be a bit more careful, but generally what we'll find is his vassals probably turn against him as well, as the war looks more and more in our favor. We're already 75%. What the hell else did we do there? Oh, because, wait, the Battle of Timotson, where the hell was that then? I have no idea. Luckily, he hasn't called in the Reach or anything right now. So I think we could be... Bear in mind, I haven't made any adjustment to their system. I know yesterday I said I might make it only if they have a certain opinion of them or if they're within a certain range. I haven't made any changes to it because you know, it's meant to be a challenge run at the end of the day, so I don't want to take too much of the challenge out of things here. Thinking of new ways to make Lord Carroll like me is hurting my brain. This is the guy we're trying to... Yeah, this is our Master of Coin that we're trying to... I can invite him here for sightseeing. Why not? There we go. We've actually got him into positive opinion now. Should we send him a gift as well? Okay, so we've still got that one. Treasury Guard. There you go. Boom. Right, so that's been another one of our councillors liking us. Now, what I'm going to do is just focus on the top level holdings to start off with. That way, if we do need to surrender out the war, we can. But if we get it to 100% and they haven't called in a significant army to come and bail them out or anything, and we're maintaining a good hold over all our provinces, then we'll try and siege down the sub-holdings as well and gain as much land as possible. Bear in mind, you know, I mean, mayors and temple holders aren't going to make much of a problem for us. I mean, I think the big problem with this war is, are we going to have enough troops to siege down some of the really difficult provinces? I mean, the Eyrie, for example, where they've got shitty supply and we've got troops dying very, very quickly to attrition as it is. They've got 4,000 men doing some damage there, huh? Do we need to worry about that too much, do you think? Just 4,000 dudes? I could hire a couple of armies, but I'd rather keep the money aside to be able to pay off our bloody vassals who are constantly pissing themselves. Sorry, what's the Dark Divination button? Dark Magic 0 is equal... We've got a Dark Magic button. Cool. I like it. I don't know what it does for us. Wait, can we sacrifice people? What the fuck? That doesn't sound very cash money. How do we do that then? Demonic possession and tainted touch? Huh. I like that. I don't know why we've got access to that. Maybe that's part of the Old Gods Reformed? Wait, what? What? Have I... I probably should have done characters perform right as passive. We had that one. We had Veneration of Ancestors. Armies ignore defensive attrition. We had that one too because we picked defensive religion. Army morale is determined by Horospicy? No, I don't think so. We definitely didn't pick that one. Name maintenance is reduced. We didn't have that one either. Raid infidel neighbors we had, and I don't know. Look, maybe where I've added some invasion, something else is broken there, but it doesn't matter too much because I don't think we can actually sacrifice people to gain dark magic, so really nothing's going to happen too much with that one. It's kind of cool, though, because we're sort of getting a glimpse into what we could have had if we'd have picked some of the other doctrines. Winter's coming to an end. That means some more supply for our armies. That's great news. Thank you. I completely didn't take into the fact that, oh, it's not even winter in the Vale anyway. Is that just winter in... Oh, maybe they only say that when winter's about to leave your personal domain, so in that case... all of these provinces in the Vale probably already lost it because they are slightly more northerly? Is that how that works? I don't know. Don't look into it too much. Okay, I should really, before I move armies out, also check whether the sub-holdings are siegeable as well. Obviously, this one, definitely not. If we'd have got through that castle, some of these other ones would have been, though, because obviously Garrison 70 there. Garrison of, like, 167 is obviously not going to do much for them as well. Alright, Bloody Gate is almost fallen. Then we'll head up to the capital as well. I think we're doing a pretty good job here. Haven't called anyone else yet, but, I mean, again, sort of touch wood. Winky face, that's not going to be the case because if the Reach come in, we're not going to be able to have enough troops to counteract the attrition to be able to fight off the Reach, which are currently still in the massive, even bigger civil war right now. Wow, that's cool. Dawn is still obviously pissing around. The Stormlands have never been anything this entire campaign. Same with the Westerlands, really. This is going well. It's going a lot better than I thought it would. To be honest, we don't really need to siege the area in hindsight because that's the war goal. So if we push for peace, we get that anyway. So let's save those till last, and then we'll keep the troops going for the rest of it. My Master of Arms has told me that Mohor has improved significantly. Thank you. Please don't tell me. I don't care. Special action title. So that's I'm going to disable that one for the time being because it's kind of a pain in the ass constantly telling us. I might disable this one as well because we know what it's going to say at the end of the day. Can we get some more commanders yet? No. Okay, what have we got? Court physician, maybe? Bodyguards. Okay, that's actually kind of relevant given that, you know, bodyguards could potentially have saved some of our previous characters' lives here. What about in terms of righteous imprisonment? What are we looking at there? Loads of people. But again, it doesn't really matter because we can't chuck them in prison and revoke their, or force them to convert. At the most, we could get them to rebel and then revoke their titles. For the time being, I'm going to turn on also stop plots because I would rather focus on the war than focus on all that vassal juggling as well. We could check the bounty board. maybe take some time off of the war to go and see who we can kill quickly, like this random septon. Nothing makes us feel better than killing essentially what are the bishops of the Faith of Seven. That's good. This seems to be very thematic. What else we got kicking around then? Another septon. Thank you very much. You are dead as dicks. We've got... I love the way that the banter board just tops up with more and more people every sort of 30 seconds. Where the hell is all the money coming from this one? I don't know. We've got Sir Iliado. Oh, and he's escaped. Right, okay, so that, we might be able to finally build up the final provinces in the Tower of Dread, which we also need to rename. I mean, maybe if High Priest Manure doesn't... I was going to say he doesn't really have any achievement, but he's literally reformed the damn religion, so he hasn't got a bloodline show for it or anything, which doesn't really make much sense, but hey, boom, there we go. So we've got all 6 modifiers in every single holding now. That's basically fit for what, 40% bonus to all of our troop count from that province anyway. That's massive. And another challenger. So speaking of the bloodline, we could potentially get this one. Skip the dual engine. We're halfway there. I love that we've got more challengers building up now. I don't know why they've suddenly started to come out now. We're seeing as we've been at the highest rank for, what, the past sort of 3 episodes or so. Sil is mastering the arts of swordsmanship. Excellent. So she's 6. Oh, she's already haughty. That's terrible. Haughty rowdy, though, is pretty good. Demonic possession. Wait, we can do that. Why can we do that? Power of magic is not faded. Is it because we have a glass candle? I didn't actually think about that. We can't use the glass candle, though, can we? Because we've only got 11 learning. I should have picked... Okay, my bad. I should have picked scholarship first. Gain at least 1 point of learning. Equip the glass candle. Then we could have moved away and kept both the bonuses. Right. Okay, cool, then. So can we force her to train at this stage? We can't. We are a guardian, though. Could we take her on as a squire? So that, I believe, I think I've talked about this before, that will make her gain... Nice, we can. That will make her gain stats specifically in martial, but lose stats in other fields. So maybe lose 1 stewardship, but gain 1 martial relative to it. Okay, so we need to also stop these guys from counter-siege, otherwise that's a lot of hard work being undone very rapidly there. We want to surrender. I'm sure you do. But you know what? We're so close to taking the whole Dale right now that I'm not going to take that. I'm sorry. Sorry to say it. Must surrender or rooted. There's no way... What is this? Out of the bloody gate. Oh, reminded me of my son Land. Oh, no. For the rivers and the hills of the neck of the north, gain 10 prestige, or we can gain some piety. What a weird little event there. I thought that was the one, you know, whereby you say, oh, I shouldn't be here, and then you struggle with it, and then there's a chance to get depressed or whatever else. Thought it was that event for a second. That's just another random one that gives you 20 prestige. Great, that's really useful. Descendant number 6. Okay, skip the dual engine. There we go. There's another one down. Now, I've sort of taken one of the armies back here because we're getting close to being able to finish the war. It's like 3 more provinces. This one's already under siege. This one's just about to fall anyway. Oh, this one we actually can't siege. Shit. Good God, they've got a lot of men there. 8,600. Shit. We're going to be able to crack that because the attrition's pretty bad here, isn't it? 12% attrition. We are not going to be able to siege this down. We're actually not going to be able to get this province. Move the troops out there. See if they'll raise troops. That might be a good idea. Because we're not going to be able to take that otherwise. It's just going to be impossible. We're just going to... Our troops are going to die below the limit every time. That's annoying. Shit. They are doing a pretty fucking good job of defending this place then, huh? Let's move you round like that. That's so frustrating. I don't think... Ah, there we go. They've moved some troops out of there. Oh, no, they haven't. They've hired troops. That's frustrating. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get strong song. It's going to be a real eyesore. Now, unfortunately, we're getting a lot of revolts as well. Peasant revolts, religious revolts, some other stuff like that. So I think we need to start wrapping this up very soon because our vassal opinion is also -20. So this is... our greed might end up being the downfall of the entire bloody realm at this rate. So I'm going to take just a couple more provinces. We're going to tidy up what we... these two especially. Get the last of Sunrise, keep there too. I won't worry about the Paps. I won't worry about Witch Isle or whatever. The Vale will then essentially be reduced down to Strong Song and those 2 little islands. Everything else will be ours. I hope, unless they've adjusted the invasion cast spell, at which point I will look like a massive idiot, having spent about half an hour trying to take the whole thing. Greetings, Manure. Let me check. We know. I don't think you, Mr. 58 person combat, need to teach us, Mr. 446 person combat, how to improve ourselves on the battlefield. You fool. I'm looking for just anything else we can siege down here. Yeah, should we just call it there? Yeah, let's take these last 2 provinces, then I think I'm going to call it there rather than keep pushing this. Because any longer, and our vassal is just going to go into full-blown rebellion here. And he's asking for peace once again. I like it. Very cool. The area we're just going to get regardless. We don't actually have to... We don't have to siege down any of these, to be honest. Oh, nice. Number 7. I mean, I'm not even going to bother to check the postal combat. I think we know that we're going to win. What about Wickenden? Yeah, they've got a big tanky castle there defending that one too. I mean, we could try and take Strong Song as the last province because it would really, really, really suck that this would be... the last thing we're missing out on. Ah, yikes. Do I want to keep pushing and try and take these last 2 as well? Try and take that. Maybe we should just hold a feast. A middle... Oh, you can't hold peace if you're at war, though, can you? Nope, because we are not at peace, and we are a commander. Land Mud. Land Mud, you are going to the Old Gods. Goodbye. Very essential what you get for me. Get out of here. Okay, our daughter, then, is now our heir. Princess Silt, who has a fever. Oh, God, if she dies, I'm going to be so upset, because that will give us no heir. Well, I mean, we'll have an heir, but it won't be any of our kids, so they could just be some complete fucking randomer. That would suck. I'm going to go to every single one of our vassals then and send them some gifts. Just to try and keep them as happy as possible. Not that... Actually, then they're not actually in a bad way as it is. It's just we're losing a lot of goodwill that we've built up over a long period of time. So people who would have had 100 opinion of us and obviously now dropping down quite far. Guys are starting to get into the negative as well, where they weren't before. So that guy actually doesn't give much of a shit. Was that House Thicketh then? Right, so this guy will wait for him to stop his plot or whatever. We'll send him a gift. We've got more than enough gold to do so. We've got more than enough gold to do a little bit of vassal management here. The only thing I am concerned about realistically, I mean, vassal opinion aside, is obviously these rebellions, which could end up being a little bit of a problem. We might actually be able to divert some troops when we've got only a couple of provinces left to take. There we go. God, it's like every vassal. Right, there we go. So we've gone through the list. They're okay now. So, I mean, like these guys, for example. Oh, there's 15,000 there? Well, what else are we up against here? So that's the invasion alliance. We don't have to worry about that one. Old Gods Uprising is 1,000. We don't have to worry about that one at all. This one, though, is 15,000, 16,000 troops. Oh, yikes. That's like half our army. Here's the plan, then. You stay here. Oh, no. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, here's the plan. Send these guys up to here still. When these guys finish this siege, we'll bring them down. We'll raise some mercenaries as well. We'll hire some mercenaries with our 2,500 gold. Then we'll smash these guys, get rid of them, bring the armies back up and help out with the siege of Strong Song, which will most likely not be finished by that stage either. Unless, of course, they start going for the capital, at which point we might want to retreat. Minus 3.1% every 12 days. Fuck, this sucks. Okay. Shit, give up on Hearthstone. Send these... Okay. A new plan. Send these guys up here. Assault it down. Just try. Just try and get this one done. We want to end this war as soon as possible. But I also don't want to risk having to, you know, constantly going back and forth between these provinces. I don't know. We might just be able to hire mercenaries to take them out, but I don't want to waste all that gold just in case we do end up getting a massive rebellion as well. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's also siege down these sub-holdings too. Just make sure that we're definitely going to keep control of this province because they've got 6,000 men obviously kicking around there. And then all we've got to take is Moonsgrey and Strongsong. And then the island, whatever it was. And then that's it. We're done. So these guys are going to come down. They're going to deal with this Riverman Liberation Revolt before they end up taking our bloody capital. I'm hoping we can keep enough troops. What is this? 4.5 stars. What is this? Despite having consulted with the world's most respected diviners and having analysed sightings from several realms, I've yet to come to a conclusion regarding the future of our world. The omens have been ambiguous and contradictory at every turn, and none of us have been able to give a clear interpretation of the message hidden in the heavens above. Being the High Priest, it's my duty to warn the notable old gods rulers. Misfortune might be imminent. Oh. Ambiguous stars. It gives revolt risk lower, but tax modifier lower. Yeah. Oh my god, is this a reference to The Simpsons? Are we getting a 13th Disciple? Are we getting that? Yeah, no, they're still at war with King Dickon of the Reaching King. Yeah, okay, so they're still in massive civil war, so we picked a really, really good time for this in hindsight. Okay, take you guys up to Strong Song. These guys I'm going to bring in as well. We'll just have to... I might even try salting it down, you know. Tell them about kindness. More importantly, how's our daughter doing in that case? What an absolute mess. Just a cavalcade of random traits here. We got temperate, she's paid, she's playful, poor fighter, haughty, rowdy. I mean, the haughty and rowdy are obviously going to be kind of okay for the martial education. Ideally, we want... what's the other one as well? Rowdy and willful, that's it. Haughty is the bad one. Temperate is very weird. What a weird character. Ideally, we want Wrath, right, with a martial character at least. Okay, 100% war score. Only one more province left to go. Oh, and also the Isle of Witches at some stage too, which I guess we'll send this army to go off and deal with. Let's put our best commanders on this one because they are at a slight... Well, they don't exactly have the biggest advantage. Right, go on then, team. Put them in a secure cell in the dungeon. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, did I just chuck him in the oubliette? That's not a problem. That's okay. Oh, the 8th Pretender. Boom, there we go. Okay, one more to the pot. Wait, that didn't actually give us any duel experience then, did it? Have we capped out? Are we maxed? Duel experience times 71. 463 personal combat. The madman. Nice, that was mastering the arts of swordsmanship. So can we also force her to train? We can't force her, probably because she's an, oh, right, commander. You can't do it while you're leading troops. I remember now. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to bring some more troops to reinforce Strong Song. That was the 17,000 stat, which, by the way, I've only knocked it down by 30%. We've also attrition down by 5,000 troops. So at the rate things are going, we're actually never going to be able to crack this province because the attrition is lower than the amount of troops that we actually, or the garrison and the levy size they've got. It's unreal. Yeah, dish those out. See if we can please our vassals somewhat. And we've only got 4 vassals upset with us. My god, I don't know how we've done it, but we've actually managed to keep this war going for... I mean, look at how much we've sieged down as well. We've almost got it fully sieged. There's like a few different provinces here that just have some uncrackable castles or whatever else. But besides that, this has gone incredibly, incredibly well. Number 9. Wow, okay, one more. We might also be able to forge our crazy bloodline by today as well. That would be incredible. Take the Vale and forge a champion bloodline. Just seems so appropriate. We're not going to be able to take that, are we? Are we looking on that one? I might try and honestly take down some of these sub-holdings as well, unless they've got like the ridiculous castles like Wickenden Keep. Besides that, I think a lot of them, like Goldtown is well defended, but these cities are not going to hold out. This one might. So we can still take Hardvale, we can still take all of Iron Oaks, we still take all of Redfort as well. That way we're fully getting rid of any Andal in this area. We might need to also take Middle Point, take back House Corbray's capital, but besides that, I mean, this has gone... I just can't believe that they didn't call anyone else. I just can't believe that we got it so perfectly timed with the reach. They might call them in now, bearing in mind. Because that war has just finally ended. So now might be a good time to actually push for peace. Maybe finally get rid of this last province. Will this man, Quan, be the one to stop us from getting the championship bloodline? 141 personal combat. Gout versus 404... A number that's bigger. That's the important thing. I think we've probably got it, huh? There we go. Look at this shit. Many foes have attempted to reach your title, but many times you have repelled all pretenders. Now, none can doubt your might and skills. The title of Grand Champion is yours, and yours only, here, next to me. All shall remember the glorious exploits for ages to come. I am the Grand Champion. Or, the title is forever mine. What's the difference? We're known as the champion. Ah, no one can rival me. End all rivalries. So, do we want a title? So, go from the Scarred to the champion. Do we want to lose all of our rivals because, you know, they're rivals, and they shouldn't, or all but worms before me? Why does it give general opinion -5? Oh, that's a bit shit. Why does he do that? Okay, the title's forever mine. Fuck it, I'm going to take the championship. One bollocks to it. And there we go. Champion blood. General opinion -5. Why? The undefeated... Oh, so we're undefeated. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Look at this. We are almost about to take out Strong Song. We've managed to out-attrition the whole thing. This guy has just abdicated as the High Lord Reaver or whatever else. We're about to finish off the last of this otherwise seemingly unfinishable war. How long has this been going on for? Almost 10 years. We've had 8 years of constant fucking warfare, but it is almost over, and we've sieged almost everything as well, more to the point. I'm going to quickly assault this one down. We're going to go and stop this shit from happening. We'll try and stop his counter-sieging because this is getting a little bit out of hand. Let's just quickly take the last of this out as well. Strong Song, no more. Keep this information myself, thank you. I don't really care. Stop. What? Assault? Hello? Why is my assault button not working? I don't know if you heard it going like click, click, click and not actually doing anything. It just didn't work. Okay, fuck it. Never mind. Alright, let's also get this one out with again. I want to take as much as possible here, but I don't want them to start counter-sieging too much, so I'll keep a close eye on things here. Right. It's actually not working. No, it's just not working at all. Okay, never mind then. Oh, shit. Silt's also... Oh, she's a house... I thought it said house caretaker. Then I was going to say, that doesn't seem very good. Yeah, nice. Look at how well she's coming out. 16 martial at the age of 12. She seems to be a pretty good character here. Obviously, we're going to go for a martial education. Shame she didn't get rowdy, but that's not a big deal. Let's bring you south. Let's get these guys together, and let's just take out the area. Should I just assault it down? Yeah, my assault button is just not working. Just assault it. Fuck it. We're going to lose a lot of troops doing this, but who cares? At this stage, it would be better to lose the troops and then disband them all and get reinforcing. I think that's good. I'm happy to leave it there. That's every single province sieged down to at least a good few levels. Most of it sieged down all the way. Let's enforce demands, and you motherfucker. So it wasn't an invasion, Casus Belli, at all. I'm never... What a waste of time. What a waste of time. What an absolute waste of... What an exercise in futility. Are you fucking joking? Well, at least we got part of it. I went to all that fucking time and effort with an invasion, inverted commas, Casus Belli, and we got the Eyrie. Despite taking everything. Why then, pray tell, did we also get Runestone and, like, weird shit like Witch Isle we picked up, but we didn't get... I have no clue. I have absolutely no idea. Well, there we go. That was a frustrating waste of time. Thank you all for watching. What a fucking ball ache that was. Good God. So much for the invasion Casus Belli, huh? I might try and fix that for next time so it's actually an invasion Casus Belli. Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons for being incredibly patient with this series. Thank you to Alchemia, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, at Moses, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Facunda Vasquez, Frederick, Goglas, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Norstrus, Necrophil, and Palvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Smeg Mustaine, Somnus, Shea, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClam, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, William Green, and Zazzy7011 for their support, the insane tier lovers on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you. Not that I'm salty or bitter about anything that's happened, but thank you for making this series possible, even though I wish it wasn't. Thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Astro, Anna Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Betsamus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Blood for the Blood God, Bwen Gunn, Chris, Corgi Circus, David Van Diepen, Don, Daniel, Pete, Don Conning 217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I Am Sagater, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, Job's Lucky Sister, Jilly Vondel, Joseph Peer, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Mastolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Sammy, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Kears, Shardul, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Super Nanny 089, Sweet Sea, Talar, The One Ring, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Cubo, Will Wade, Wilson and Tef, Wolfie, Yellow 4, Yorkers, Zach, Zetlock, and CK2.